Easy people, welcome back to my channel at Big Steve MCFC. Sorry people for lack of content. Been a few personal issues, things happening. It's just been a bit mad. Basically, yeah, I've been taking a bit of a break, taking it all in. Been really busy doing other things. Obviously, I'm not on the Big Six show anymore, so people have finally getting their head around that. I think Hugh's got the job on there, so big up Hugh, representing Man City on the Big Six show. Yeah, so it's been a crazy few weeks, but football is back. The Premier League is back. We're on the verge of the new season. I can't wait. We had a bit of a taster last week at the Charity Shield. It was great to see everybody there. Good to see the City fans. I thought the support for City last week at Leicester was brilliant. I thought we didn't stop behind that goal. You know what I mean? It was bouncing. And I'm hoping that coming into West Ham Sunday, the City fans can get on it again. Listen, we're the champions. You know what I mean? We're going to defend our title again. You know, we're walking into West Ham at weekend, chest out. Erling Haaland as our number 9. Alvarez, Calvin Phillips. Yeah, plenty of new faces, but we've also lost some faces. You know, Zinchenko, Raheem, Gabriel Jesus, all big part of Manchester City Football Club. Probably start there then, you know, with the outgoings. Obviously, Fernandinho, we knew was leaving, obviously, last season. You could tell that his legs was going a little bit. He was filling in at the end. He was struggling. But he got us over the line. You know, he left the champion. Fantastic servant for the club. Did really well. You know, I've watched a few documentaries on the City channel with him in, and the guy bleeds blue. He loves the football club. His family love the football club. And you know, it's sad to see players like that go. But one thing City are good at is realising when a player needs to go and we freshen it up. So Fernandinho left. Zinchenko, another one. You know, last season came in, left back, centre mid, wherever he needed to play. Always put a shift in. Really hard working lad. Great mentality. He's a winner. But there comes a point in your career when, is that enough to be a bit part player in a great team? Yeah, you're on the podium at the end of the season. Yeah, you've got a medal around your neck. But there's so many more games you can play at other clubs. And I think it's just one of them things. I just think Zinchenko thought, you know, I've had an opportunity to go to Arsenal with Mikel. It's a great club, one of the best clubs in England. He can go there. He can cement his place in the team. I mean, even at left back, Kieran Tierney hardly ever plays. His injury record's really poor. And then you got Tavares, who they signed, who's nowhere near Zinchenko. So I think Zinchenko's made a good move for his career. We're sad to see him go. And Jesus, I mean, Jesus, to a lot of City fans, you know, he was a great player. He came at 19-year-old. He scored the Centurion goal. He's come up with some important goals for Manchester City. And as you see now, pre-season, like I said to the Arsenal fans, Gabriel Jesus is a player. At Manchester City, he had to do different roles. At Arsenal, he's your number 9. And he's a proper number 9. I'm telling you now, his confidence is through the roof. He's scoring goals. He's energetic. He's another one. He's a winner. There's a mentality issue at Arsenal. Yeah. And Zinchenko and Gabriel Jesus can only improve that. So what a sad to see Jesus go 100%, you know what I mean? But then we take a step back. You've got Raheem Sterling. Again, Raheem, you know, towards the end of last season, you only have to watch the new City documentary on City TV. You can see his body language is not really there. You know, he's been a great player for City, great servant for City, but we've got to move on. He wants to go to Chelsea, let him go Chelsea. But we freshened it up. You know, Erling Haaland, you know, it makes me piss laughing that he missed a chance in the Community Shield. Happens to all strikers. And now apparently he's a flop. I can't wait for it because this guy's going to ram it right down your throat. This guy is made for the Premier League. He's 22 years old. He's an animal. Wait till he gets going. You'll see. You'll see. I'm telling you now, Erling Haaland. And then Alvarez. Alvarez came on in the Community Shield. I thought he really, really changed the game. I thought he was lively. He was always wanting the ball. He linked up well with De Bruyne in midfield and Haaland. So yeah, it's exciting times. You know, it's we got Calvin Phillips in, who's going to replace Fernandinho. He can also play centre back. I know people are pointing at his injury record, but like you say, with Rodri as the main man, him coming in every now and then, I think it could work. Calvin Phillips has got a bit of grit about him. He doesn't have any messing, you know what I mean? He likes to tackle. He likes to challenge. So when you look at it, you know, yeah, we've lost some familiar faces, but we've brought in some big guns. People end of the season mithering about Edison. You know, he needs competition. Well, he's got competition. And in the Community Shield, he played well. So all them people moaning at Edison, he's got his competition now. I'm sure if he drops form and doesn't perform, then Ortega will be in. So looking at that, we look okay. But there's the big elephant in the room with a left-back position. You know what I mean? It's quite clear to see the left-back position is somewhere where we need to strengthen. The Cucurella deal has obviously fell through. City had that deal agreed months ago. I told everyone on City Extra the deal was agreed, and it was. The player wanted to come, the wages was done, the agent was done. It was Brighton. At first, they wanted the lap. I got told it got shut down. Then they tried to get a couple of other youngsters. Didn't happen. City tried to go with the cash, but we were miles away on the valuation. You know what I mean? And you know what happens when Manchester City set a value at a player? It's very, very rare that they break it. So they walked away from the deal. Cucurella wanted Man City. He wanted Pep. Chelsea's jumped in. They've paid the price. So he's gone to Chelsea. So listen, it is what it is. We walk away from it. Tixi and Ferran will have other targets. You know, we've done it before. We've walked away from Sanchez. We walked away from Maguire, apparently, thank fuck. We walked away from Fred, thank fuck. So it is what it is. It could be another one of them where we just look back in a few years and think, you know what, we dodged a bullet. But, you know, we wish him well and we move. But yeah, I think it leaves us a little bit light. I can't lie. I think with Sterling going and Zinchenko going, I think we're a bit light. I think we have worked with a small squad the last few years. We have won the league, but we've got to the end of the season and I think we've rolled our luck a little bit. I think certain players have been getting patched up and wheeled out late on in the season, where if we had a little bit deeper squad, I think we can take it easy in them games. You know, the Champions League comes thick and fast. We've got a World Cup coming up in Christmas time, which no one's used to. So, yeah, it could be a mad one. It could be a mad one. But for me, I'd like to see a left-back coming in and maybe another wide player. Or, you know, if Pep turns around and says Wilson Esbrand is going to step up to the first team. I mean, what I've seen of him pre-season, for me, he looks like he can step up to the first team. I don't think he can be number one, but no disrespect. If we're playing teams at the Etihad where he's protected, Wilson Esbrand, play him. For me, play him. You know, if he's good enough to train with that team, he's good enough to get in the squad, give him a chance. There's also calls about the right-back situation. We've got Issa Kabor, Yankuto, who haven't done anything with us pre-season. They're both itching to play regular football. Are they ready for Man City at the minute? I don't know. So there's another option if we go down that road. But I think we've got a few weeks left in the transfer window. And I think Pep and that know what we need. We're not going to rush it. But it's typical City panic stations, isn't it? We lose the Charity Shield. You know, everyone's going mad. We've got West Ham at weekend. Everyone's shitting themselves. Just calm down, relax, yeah? Last season, we lost to Leicester. Then we lost to Spurs, yeah? We started poorly and we had no striker. Everyone was having a meltdown because old Sergio had got off. So everyone was crying, we're going to lose this. Liverpool's got this, Liverpool's got that. And look what happened, yeah? We kicked into game, we won the league. Would I love the team to be settled and firing from day one? 100%. Does it happen? No. Am Man City notorious for starting slow? Yes. So all I'm saying is relax, yeah? We're the champions. Our team is brilliant. The manager's brilliant. Erling Haaland's brilliant. Alvarez is brilliant. Calvin Phillips is coming. We've got a good team. Yeah, we've got to go there on Sunday at West Ham, get behind the team from the off, and let's get the boys going. We start slow, we know that. We're going to work into it. I think we've got a good run of fixtures. I think we can get going. I think we can keep up to speed. I'm sure as the season starts with the games, Pep will look at it and listen. We're not skint. We've got dough. We've made some really good business decisions this summer. We've got a lot of money coming in from the players we've sold, the young kids and stuff. So if something comes up, I'm sure we'll be there to snap it. And it's all right, people saying, oh, we should have just paid the extra 10 million for Cucurella. Doesn't work like that. You know what I mean? We've got a valuation in our head. We stick to it. We've got wage structures and we stick to it. You know what I mean? You get slated whatever you do. We pull away from the deal. Oh, Man City are being cheap. They didn't want to pay it. We go and pay the deal. Oh, Man City are ruining football. They've paid 60 million for Cucurella. So you can't win. You can't win. But all we've got to do as City fans is trust the manager, trust Pep. The Charity Shield was it wasn't a good day. Do you know what I mean? We did look a little bit jaded for me. I thought Cancelo was a bit, suspect on the left-hand side. His first touch was going out of play a lot. He let Salah have a lot of room. Liverpool were playing that long ball right across. It was landing at Salah's feet every time. He was leaving Ake exposed. So Pep's got a couple of dilemmas in the team, He's got Nathan Ake. Is it going to be Ake Diaz or is it going to be Diaz Stones? Obviously, Laporte's injured. There's a couple of decisions there. We've got the Bernardo Silva scenario again. I love Bernardo Silva. Every Manchester City fan loves Bernardo Silva. Pep Guardiola loves Bernardo Silva. But if he really, really wants to leave, there isn't a lot we can do. The only problem is the team that's going for him is Barcelona, who are selling everything. They've got an old trophy knocking about in the back room. They sell that. We've got some TV rights. We'll sell that. We'll sell a bit of the spot. The skin as fuck. The club is on its arse. Compete with Real Madrid. And at the end of the day, we've just got to keep Barcelona at bay. It's tough, but if Bernardo wants to leave, I think Pep will let him leave. But if he leaves and we haven't got a replacement lined up, I think we're going to struggle. I'll be honest. I think we're going to struggle in that middle. We need a replacement for it. But, it is what it is. He's still under contract. He's still under contract at City. If Pep don't want him to go, then without a replacement, I don't think City let him leave. He might have to ride the season out and go at the end of the next year. I think Gundogan will be the same next year. I think this season will be fine next year. He might be a freshen up. But yeah, we're moving into the West Ham game. West Ham, had a good season last year. They had a little bit of a European run in the Europa League, was it? Or the Conference League, one of them. They've signed Maxwell Cornet today, Scamacca, the kid from Sassuolo, big striker. West Ham's got a good side. We went there end of last season. They were on a bit of form. We were on a bit of form. We came back from 2-0 down to 2-2. We was unfortunate not to win it with a Mahrez pen, but I'm looking forward to Sunday, me. It's the first game of the season. It means something. I'm looking forward to getting that feeling in my chest, getting back to football, mixing with the City fans, singing behind that goal, getting the boys going. Coming home at night, watching Match of the Day, seeing what other teams are on about, seeing how the new signings pan out. It's brilliant, man. The season's back. And you know what? We're champions. We are the champions. Not Liverpool, not United. Man City are the champions. So we need to act like it. To go there Sunday and put West Ham to the sword, yeah? Get the big Norwegian on the end of a few things. One thing I noticed from the Charity Shield and the Bayern Munich game, Riyad Mahrez on the other side, him and Haaland need to speak a little bit more because there was a few times where Mahrez could have whizzed that ball first time across. Haaland already made the run, but he checked in on his left, which we know he's going to do. And Haaland wasn't there. He wasn't open anymore. So I think that's a little thing that they need to work on. I think it's just a case of Haaland getting used to City, City getting used to Haaland. You know, we've seen it with Grealish a few times. He seems to get in a good position, but he's reluctant to ping it in the box. Whether that's something Pep said to him, I don't know. You know what I mean? Whether that's something he said to him, I'm not sure. Big season for Jack Grealish. You know, he knows it. Last season, the City fans got behind him. Big price tag. You know, I don't think he had a disappointing season. I think he was okay. But I think there's a lot of people expecting more from him for the price tag. So this season, Jack's got no excuses, no hiding places. You know, he's got to hit the ground running. Kevin De Bruyne's had a first decent pre-season with a break. He looks like he's come back a little bit fresher. I know in the Charity Shield, he took him off Pep and he didn't look too happy. But, I mean, it's a Charity Shield. We need Pep and De Bruyne ready for Sunday. But overall, Blues, it's been a mad pre-season. You know, it's been up and down, but we got the man we wanted, Erling Haaland. We all wanted Haaland, and we got him. You know, so don't panic. You know, Alvarez is showing signs of being a baller. Let's not put too much pressure on him. Let him just keep doing what he's doing. Let Pep manage him right, and I'm telling you what, we'll have a great player on our hands. And like you say, Calvin Phillips, he's a winner at Leeds. He's got the right mentality for Man City. Pep loves him. So we're looking strong, but all will be revealed. All will be revealed on Sunday. West Ham, yeah. Olympic Stadium, 4 o'clock. Manchester City, the champions of England, starting the season with a big Norwegian up front. You know what I mean? Got to be excited, Blues. You've got to be excited. But listen, people, there's not a lot else for me to say. I've tried to cover everything quickly, not drone on about stuff. You know, I'm really confident about this season. I think, you know, we're the team to beat. I think once we get in our stride, we're going to take some stopping. I predict that Erling Haaland, you know, is going to become a legend at this football club. You know, he's got everything. And listen, if he doesn't hit the ground running, Blues, and he's 2, 3 or 4 games he's not scoring, don't panic. We don't do that at this football club. We get behind these players, yeah? So all in all, we know what we're doing. But listen, I'll see you all Sunday. West Ham, 4 o'clock. You know, please leave a comment. Sorry I haven't been as active as usual. I'm going to try my best this season to do some little bits of content here and there. And listen, I appreciate all your support. My mum has not been too well recently. She was very, very poorly. Last week was a bad week, but this week, you know, all the prayers have been answered and she's pulling through. So I appreciate everyone that's messaged me and I appreciate your support. And let's all look forward to Sunday. Come on, City, up the Blues. Champions of England, we know what we are.